So that was Bont on Usk. So this is day 2 on our way to Llyn, on the edge of the reservoirs, running north of Merthyr Tydfil. So the captain's got his boots on, he's got his OS map out, and the start of the journey will be along the Monmouth and Brecon Canal. You're going to see some of this, see some of that, and hopefully some of the other. What a fantastic start to hopefully another awesome day. So what the captain and I are going to be walking on for the next bit is what used to be the steam railway running just across the top of Bont on Usk here and into the forest.
Coalfields to the canal.
So there we are. What's left of this, the Brynford tram road. You can still see where the rails were plugged into the stones here. You can just see them all the way up here, and they were horse-drawn to bring ore from the mountains, and it runs all the way up here. We're just commenting on how the gradient was nice and easy, and obviously now we know why. Horses would have pulled little carriages all the way up onto the fells here. We're going to see more of it coming up. So after consulting the charts and sort of chewing it over, we've decided that the Taff trail that goes a little bit higher gains some height and then loses it, but spends the whole time in essentially a tunnel of trees restricting our view of the valley. So we're going to come onto the slightly lower path. It's going to be more open for views across the valley. There'll still be trees and other lovely things like that, but it just means rather than being in a tunnel up there with very restricted views, we're going to see scenes like this. Well, as you've seen from that little map, the way along the end of the reservoir to the turning point at the end is just a long, slow, gentle plod along what used to be a railway line. And I have to say, as an opportunity to get a bit of peace and quiet goes, it's a pretty good one. You chuff along, as probably the steam trains used to. There's the breeze in the trees, the wind in the leaves. There's a little bit of wildlife here and there, and it's in itself, no, not majestic peaks, but it's healing and it's calming, and it's really rather lovely. Easy on the knees and beautiful on the eyes, isn't it, Captain? Absolutely. Absolutely. So we're just keep chuffing along. If you're still with us, there's even more to come. So as the first part of the adventure draws to a close, the end of the first valley, you can just see over my shoulder here Craig Van Thee, as I was told to pronounce it, just towering over the forest there, the forest that has a car park and then a number of waterfalls you can wander down 10 and 12 lovely waterfalls. So that might be a destination for another time, but in the meantime we're going to swing away to our left and go into the next valley. Ultimately more forests, another reservoir, then over into the next valley via a fell. So if you're still watching, there's more to see, maybe some more drone footage and more of the captain's photography. So there we go, Talibon to Usk, 5.5 miles away, and the character's going to change again as we say goodbye to Craig of Van Thee. We're going to mooch along the road and then see the texture change again as we start to mooch through a pine forest and up over a fell. So we say goodbye to the valley. You can just see over the DOE minibuses there, big boomerang shaped valley. How you doing, Captain? Thumbs up, that's pretty good. So we continue. It's been fantastic. Expect it to rain by now. It's 1 PM, but yeah, this is good. So we're saying goodbye to Pontysil and Pentwyn reservoirs that are looking really quite low. And other than the heavy rain we had last night, it's been drier than a nun's crutch here probably for weeks on end. So at the minute, a bit of elevation, climb onto the top of Garnthie and we'll see what the views show. In the meantime, Captain and I just one foot in front of the other and we're staying ahead of the rain. This is awesome. Well, like we were saying earlier to the captain character, the route's changed again. We've had a bit of a footpath, then we've had an old railway line as it used to be, then a country lane, then a squidgy mess through a forest, and now, with a little bit of height, almost alpine valley feel. So that's fantastic. And then in a moment we're just going to turn to port after this clump of pines and then find ourselves hopefully on my feet, yeah, not after the Offers Dyke, remember that. Hopefully nearing Garnthie, so that should be about 460 metres, then down and all the way. But in the meantime, it's been an absolutely rewarding day. So much variety. Yeah, reservoir here, forest there, and now pine upland will give way to moorland. How you doing, Captain? There you go then. Not easy to please, but he's still smiling.
3 words there.
3 words there. So there we go, we're Merthyr Tydfil away to the south, and I think we've got about another maybe 10 metres of elevation to go onto Garnthie, and then we'll start a lovely gentle ascent into the next valley. It's been absolutely fantastic. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Rain still wants to come and go. But in the meantime, open skies and a breeze on the face. It's been fantastic. Even the captain's happy. So for a little while we can say goodbye to these Brecon Beacons. Garnthie, about 460 metres. So as the captain takes the lead, our next plan is just a couple of 100 metres descent, and then we'll enter a forest, and then we're not far from the old the B&B. So thanks for sticking with us so far. It's still trying to rain, but the scenery is still fantastic, pretty much in all directions. There's Merthyr in the distance, and the hills in all directions, a wind farm. The captain just coasting along, and then back towards Pennyvan and Cornthea. I'll zoom in there just so you can see Vanna Big as well. Fantastic. And we're going to keep we're just going to keep chuffing along for the rest of the afternoon. Yep, 3 or 4 k's to go. It's been pretty awesome, even in the wind. There we go, Brecon guest house. So all that's left to say is thank you for following us so far. We're going to put our feet up. I am going to have a cold one, and we'll say thank you, good afternoon, good evening and good night for following us so far. Should have, oh, it's 4-star. You can see them through a hole in the roof. Hey, I got the dad jokes around here. Sorry, no, lovely. It gets good reviews. This is Brecon guest house, and lovely. On that bombshell, it's
the entrance is at the rear.
The entrance is at the rear. Anyway, on that bombshell, good night.